And then we, I keep going there, and he's like, I'm sorry, he forgets my name, and I tell him. And then we start talking, and I didn't go for like a month, And he goes, hey, he goes, Paul, he goes, how are you? And I said, great. He goes, what do you train today? And I said, buys and tries. He goes, great. He goes, we do buys and tries together. Yeah. So we did a buy and try workout together. He goes, what do you want to do on tries? And I did some line, cable, like tricep extensions. We did some dumbbell, and we did some straight bar, elbow extensions. And then I said, well, Arnold, what do you want to do on buys? And we started working on different things, and we did some preacher curls. And I was hanging with him the whole time. His arms were huge. Of course, mine at the time were like 22 and a half. I was gigantic. No big deal. And I was at about the same weight as him. And I remember on the preacher curl, our last set, he did 12. I'm going to get 13. And I got the 13. He goes, he was great. And he high-fived me. We finished our workout. We talked for a while. And he's like, hey, I wish you the best of luck. This time I was already drafted and I was going to play for the New York Jets. It was in May. And my girlfriend at the time back then had taken a picture of him and I together, which is the one that's in my office. And we're standing there together, and she sent it to him and had him autographed. And he goes, hey, Paul, good luck with the New York Jets. I got it on my wall at home. It's really cool. And that's a duplicate one that's in my office. So he inspires me because in 1967, I believe he was 18 years old or so, he spoke no English and he moved over here from Austria. As you can see now, was 75, I think, in this movie. He speaks fluent English now. In 78, he got his bachelor's degree from the University of Wisconsin. Okay? He won 7 Mr. Olympias. He won 8. This is his 7th one, which was a record back then. He then came back in 1980 and made a comeback and won another Mr. Olympia in Australia. And then he became a huge film star. Yeah, Terminator. Oh, thanks, man. I forgot about that one. So,
Conan the Barbarian.
He made, huge film star. And I watched all of his movies. All his movies.
Jingle all the way, yeah.
Jingle.
Kindergarten cop.
No, he's
Hey, Larry, excuse me, son. Then he marries one of the Kennedys, right? Maria Shriver.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Right? That's one of the wealthiest families in the nation. Mary's in there. And then he becomes the governor of California. California, you know, worldwide is like the 13th largest economy in the world. One state in the United States is rated internationally as one of the largest. He's the freaking governor. Now, who in their right mind would have saw young ARNOLD SCHWARZENEGGer at 16 and said, if he would say, hey, I'm going to be the next governor of California and marry into the Kennedy family. Oh, yeah, whatever. Sure you. So, he is. And my point of telling you the story is, you can do anything you want to do. If you want to, if you really want to do anything, if you really want to, you can do whatever you want to do. When I had a 2.1 when I graduated from high school, my buddy's like, dude, you're a dumbass. I was a 2.1. Because I don't try. That sounds stupid. I was more interested in my Flex magazine and my Muscle and Fitness magazine. I was more concerned about training, exercising, lifting, and eating the right food. Because that was important to me. Okay? But look at me now. I've got a master's degree. I've got the equivalency of a PhD. I tell my buddies that now. Are you serious, dude? Like, yeah, man. So, it comes down to if you want something bad enough, you can do it. You really can. So, he is an inspiration to me. And he's inspired me to do certain things. So I share this with you, so that hopefully maybe he inspires you to excel somehow in your life. And his charisma in this movie, you get like goosebumps on your skin. His charisma is so, it's almost arrogant, but when you've won 6 Mr. Olympias, you hear him in the movie, he's like, could you imagine the feelings? I think he's talking to
he's talking to his parents, yeah.
Yeah, he goes, could you imagine the feeling of having won 6 Mr. Olympias? He hadn't even won the 7th yet. He goes, yeah, I called my mother the other day and told her I won. She said, that's great. He's so confident. His charisma is so strong. But yet he can back it up. He can back it up. And when he wants something bad enough, and somebody's going to compete with him. He's like, I'll talk Franco into losing. I'll talk him into losing. He's got angles, strategies. He's just very, very sharp guy. Yeah.
Did he have problems with steroids though, like when he's older now?
Yeah.
He's on a breathing machine or something like that?
We don't know, in fact, whether steroids or not, but
Maybe just Arnold?
probably. But I saw my Larry King one time, and he admitted to doing steroids, and Larry said, you know, well, why'd you do it? He goes, well, in the 70s, we didn't know all the side effects of steroids. Perfect excuse. We didn't know. Questions?
Did Chuck Santos, did he influence you too?
Yeah.
What was that one with the peak story?
Yeah. Chuck Santos?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Chuck Santos
What's-
is the one that's all roided out.
Yeah. Taking
Was that Sky's Mountains?
the Reese's monkey hormone.
Yeah.
That's guy taking a Reese's monkey hormone.
What was the muscle build the peak, the exercise?
Yeah, that's it. You start getting like big welts and stuff growing all over from the Reese's monkey hormone. Question, guys, before we get started?
Monkey hormone.
Yeah.
Remember, this movie is
Russian monkey.
Disney. Walt Disney movies are PG. This is PG too.
Walt Disney was.
So when you're Mr. Barnett's classic,
What'd you
you
say?
must want to feel that movie. Say Barnett's PG, dude. Like Walt Disney movies.
Yeah, they say comment on that.
There's a lot of sexual things in Disney movies. You just don't realize it.
Hey, rewind the mirror in here.
Let's get them lights off,
I'm
too.
going to get here to get you guys to see the end of it.
Right,
You didn't get this far, right?
Uh,
But I gotta get you here.
did he box, too? Hey, G, we get the lights?
Franco Colombo, the premier bodybuilder in the world under 200 pounds. 5 times the
Both.
contender for the Mr. Olympia title, he plans to win it this year from Arnold. Once the featherweight boxing champion of Italy,